Hello, everybody. My name is Colton. This is Sam. Welcome back to the Narrativing Podcast.
This is our place where we discuss a lot of different writing tips, literature topics, sometimes even other and more nerdy things as well. But yeah, if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all of our social medias down in the description below. We also have a new website up and running. It's nice, redone, beautiful, all working and ready.
Yep. So this episode, we're basically going to do a review of what we're going to be planning on doing this whole year. And it's a lot of big projects, a lot of conventions, and some really exciting things that are coming up. The first thing that I'm probably the most excited about is the 52 Weeks of Writing, which is a weekly short story challenge where you are given a prompt that we wrote and you write a short story every single week based on the prompt. I'm really excited. I'm almost done with my week 2 prompt. Yeah. Are you getting any fun writing done?
I've been working on a lot of D&D prep mostly recently, and we'll cover that in another video. But for the 52 Weeks of Writing, I'm very excited. I've been looking ahead at all the different prompts, and I am ready to jump in for week 3. But week 1 and week 2, I got a little busy. So,
And really, of course, if you can write every single week, that's awesome. That's perfect. But the whole thing about it is just to give you prompts to write and just to work on something if you don't have a project already. I love short stories, and so along with my other projects, I am working on it. But it really is just encouragement, something to get people to work on. Okay, yeah, so we're really excited for the 52 Weeks of Writing. Again, it's just encouragement. If you want to look at all the prompts, they're all on the website. I am also going to be making videos every single week going over those prompts. And so if you want to skip ahead or whatever, it's really just to encourage you to write. Is there any prompts that you're excited about that you saw?
they're trying to remember the wording of it, but there's one where it's about demons following a priest.
Oh, yeah.
And like that one, I mean, I'm a fantasy writer, and as our cameraman can attest in any of our D&D campaigns, I use demons a lot because they are very fun antagonists because they are evil. And there's no justifying what they do because they're just plain evil. And then we can kill them with no remorse because evil.
Yeah. And as a DM, you can be evil and it's fun.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, next, our Etsy shop. So every single month, we are going to be uploading a document that will help you with your writing. Whether it is world building, characters, a writing guide, whatever it may be. This month, we did our first character questionnaire, and there's 50 super comprehensive questions on there that we're really excited about. It doesn't just ask a question and moves on. It asks a question, goes deeper into it, and then kind of explains the question as well. So if you really want that, links in the description below, and that's just the number 1 of what we're going to be uploading every single month. So check that out. It's really exciting. Do you find that, do character questionnaires help you? Yes.
Immensely. I'm actually really excited to be using ours because I've been for D&D. Whenever I make a D&D character, I have a little questionnaire that I've been going through, but it's very simplified and it's just a lot of generic details, and I always have to fill in the gaps myself, which is great, but I like more comprehensive digging.
Yeah, and that was the whole goal behind it. I found there's a lot of character questionnaires out there. It's actually a pretty common thing for writers to look for. But I found a lot of them don't go as in-depth as I wanted. And so that's why we created it. Next, conventions. So far we have 3 that we're actually planning and going to. One is in February. It's in Utah. It is called Life, the Universe, and Everything. And I don't think you can go because you have many things going on.
Many things going on.
But I'm for sure going. I'm pretty sure McKay is going. Yes, he is. We got a nod from the cameraman.
Oh yeah.
So I'm really excited to go to that. It's going to be tons of panels, tons of super cool stuff. Next, we're most likely going to hold our own online conference. Sam here is an event coordinator type person. He's done a lot of events, and so we're brainstorming and talking about that. It'll probably be later in the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably more in the fall or early winter. Give us a lot of time to plan and prep and make very, very successful event.
Yeah. It's going to be really fun. I've wanted to do an online event like this for years. I just didn't have the time or the people. And so I'm really excited that because now I have a small team and I'm sharing the load of a lot of things that take a lot of my time, it's very nice. So I'm very excited for that. And then, of course, Dragonsteel. We're going Dragonsteel. We made tons of friends this year. One of them I actually just interviewed recently, Jackson Dickert. He's a very funny, satirical interviewer. I met him at Dragonsteel, and I'm going to turn it around and do a kind of funny attacking him interview this year. So that's going to be really fun. And yeah, a few other people that should be really fun just to meet and catch up there. Maybe we'll meet Brandon Sanderson, maybe hang out with him. Who knows? I think we also have a goal of either being on a panel or running our own panel. We'll see. I don't know how that goes, but I know we applied to it. So
Yeah, we're hoping to hear back as soon as we do.
yeah. Next, anthology. We mentioned before that we are planning an anthology. That is still in the works. By March, we will have that fully announced. McKay, our cameraman, is the one who's kind of like helming that. Oh, he just gave me a thumbs up, so I think
He's got a lot more done than we think, I bet.
Oh, he just winked at us. Oh, okay, look at
Or was
that.
that a grimace? I can't tell behind the camera.
Oh, both. Awesome. Okay, writing coaching. So as people are starting to get into writing and they're kind of struggling where they don't know where to go, that's where we come in. With all of the writing advice and experience that we have, we really want to help people with their writing. And just like we did with Sam in November and that we continue to do, you can get actual like private sessions. There are 3 different tiers. There's a $25 tier where you meet with us once a month and you get general guidance. But you also get a notebook and a bunch of other perks. There's $50, which you meet with us multiple times a month, and you get the notebook and every other perk as well. Plus, you with each of these tiers, you get all of the documents and things and all the perks to just communicate with us and everything. And then there's a $100 tier, which is like meeting multiple times a week. So that way you can really get on track to where you want to be with your writing. And really it is to help you finish your story. And yeah, so yeah, that's the writing coaching. And then last thing we're going to mention today is one radiant moment or scene. This is a really big thing I've wanted to do for a while. Stormlight Book 5, Wind and Truth, I'm pretty sure is the name of it, is coming out in December. I think the 7th is when it officially comes out. And this is one of the biggest moments in the Cosmere, and not fantasy in general, but it's a pretty big moment in fantasy. And so I really want to pull a bunch of people together and get all of their favorite moments from the Stormlight books and just talk about why they love the Cosmere and why they love Stormlight and what this end of the first era of a book means to them. So yeah. Do you have any thoughts about that? Of like one radiant moment? Not necessarily your favorite moment, but just like what Stormlight Archive means to you?
Yeah, I got back into it in high school. I started reading Way of Kings. It was the first Brandon Sanderson book I actually picked up,
wow.
which I've been told is quite intense. But I love really deep world building, and I was just absorbed into it from the beginning. It pulled me out of a very tough spot in that part of my life. I had a lot of health issues going on, a lot of mental problems happening, and I was just falling out of touch with a lot of the things I loved, like the games I would play, like D&D or even video games, speech and debate competitions, all the creative things that I would do, and writing being a small part of that as well. I just was falling out of love with everything, but when I was introduced to The Way of Kings and I started reading, I couldn't put the book down. And the moment I could, I basically showed up at McKay's house. I think it was a random day after school, and I was just like, I want the second book. And I used all of his books. I read all the way up through the third, and I'm in Rhythm of War right now still, just because life's gotten hectic. But to me, the Stormlight Archive definitely holds a dear spot in my heart as a book series that I will always love and cherish because it pulled me back into the world.
Yeah. No, it's a massive series. Just the first 4 books, and the 5th is gonna make it even bigger. And like I said, it's the end of an era, both in the Stormlight and for fans of Sanderson and fantasy. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do people talking about their favorite moments, because I think it's going to be really impactful leading up to later this year. But yeah, that's a lot of things we have going on this year if you're interested, and a lot of things we have planned. Also, so they're on record, so nobody can steal them or anything like that. Yeah, not that I'm like worried about that, but
Yeah, not at all. But we got a big year ahead of us, and we are so excited to bring you all of the growth that we're putting into this project.
yeah. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let us know in the comments below. If you want to support us, we have our Patreon, we have our Etsy store, or just liking, subscribing, and yeah, interacting with the videos. We really appreciate it. Anything else, Sam?
And just please, if you enjoy it, clicking that like button really just takes like half a second. And if you want to subscribe, you can always change your mind later. It's completely free, and it just really helps us out because it grows the channel, it brings more people to us, and the more people we can help with, through their writing journey that's our biggest goal, is helping as many people as we can with this. So the more people we can reach, the happier we are.
Yeah, and I heard it looks good on your resume too, so there's that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.